If you eat lunch at 12:30 and by 2 o'clock you feel like your brain has been stuffed with cotton, I need you to know that this isn't just a sugar crash. It is biologically similar to fighting a low-grade infection. New research shows that for many of you, that afternoon brain fog is actually an immune response to microscopic toxins leaking from your gut into your bloodstream. You heard that right. Doctors call it metabolic endotoxemia. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? But you can just think of it as the leaky gut traffic jam. And in my practice, I have traced this reaction back to 5 specific foods that trigger this inflammation most aggressively. And you probably ate one of them today. And I want you to stick around for number 1 because it is the health food that almost all of my executive clients get wrong. Let's get right into it with number 5. Number 5 is the naked bagel. Yeah, to understand why this destroys your focus, we have to look at reactive hypoglycemia. This is the whiplash effect because a plain white bagel has no fiber or protein to slow it down. It hits your bloodstream immediately. It creates a massive glucose spike followed by an insulin overshoot, and then your brain experiences a rapid drop in fuel supply about 2 hours later. That sudden drop is what creates the fog. But that is just the glucose side. Number 4 is pasta. We think of pasta as carb loading for energy, but for the brain, that dense refined starch creates a massive flood of insulin. Again, here is the biology most people miss. Your brain has an enzyme called IDE. Think of it as your brain's cleanup crew. Its job is to clean up waste proteins, the kind linked to long-term memory loss. But that same crew is also responsible for clearing insulin, and it can't do both at the same time. So when you eat that big bowl of pasta and you spike your sugars, then insulin follows, you distract your cleanup crew. They stop cleaning the brain to deal with the pasta. Now, number 3 is where it gets scary because we are moving from sugar to toxins. Number 3 is the fast food burger. You might think the problem here is just the grease, but the real problem is how your body transports that grease. When you eat saturated fat, your body packs it into little vesicles called chylomicrons to move it around. But new research shows these vehicles pick up hitchhikers. And they pick up toxins called LPS from your gut bacteria and drive them straight into your bloodstream. It acts like a Trojan horse for bacteria. The combination of processed meat and heavy fats in that burger maximizes this transport system. Your immune system sees these toxins in the blood and flips the breaker, shutting down energy to your brain to fight the phantom infection. Number 2 is even worse because it combines the fat and the sugar. Number 2 is the donut or fried pastry. These are deep fried in heated oils and loaded with sugar. Man, they taste good, but they create a double whammy. The sugar creates that insulin whiplash that we talked about, and the processed heated fats can stress the tight junctions of your gut lining. Think of these junctions like security guards at the door of your intestines, and when they get stressed, they let things through that shouldn't be there. So you are unlocking the doors and inviting the toxins in at the same time. But number 1 is the one that catches people off guard. Number 1 is the healthy fruit smoothie. This is the betrayal. Now, fruit is good for you, but when you blend it, you change the speed of digestion. You take a solid apple that would take 20 minutes to eat and turn it into a liquid that you drink in 2 minutes. This hits your system faster than your satiety signals can keep up with. It floods your liver with liquid fructose, and unless you are loading that smoothie with protein and healthy fats to slow it down, it is biologically acting like a sugar delivery system. So how do we fix this without starving? There are 3 rules to follow. Number 1 is fiber and protein first. Research by Dr. Louis Aron found that eating veggies before carbs, simple carbs, reduce the glucose spike by nearly 40%. You are basically building a mesh filter in your stomach to slow everything down. Number 2 is the exercise snack. I'm not talking about a casual walk. You need 2 to 3 minutes of vigorous movement after eating. Air squats or jumping jacks. Get your heart rate up. This activates the GLUT4 transporters in your muscles, and your muscles act like a sponge. So sucking up the glucose before it can sit in your blood and inflame your brain. And rule number 3 is the omega shield. So take omega-3s with your lunch. New research suggests they help support proteins that keep your gut lining sealed tight. They help keep the security guards at their post. And here is the hard truth. If you have spent years eating these 5 foods, your gut lining might already be compromised. Healing that barrier isn't an overnight process, and when you have a board meeting in 20 minutes, you can't wait months for your gut to heal. You need the fog gone now. Most people try to fix this by swallowing pills. But remember, the gut is the bottleneck. Sending a pill into an inflamed gut is biologically inefficient. And that is exactly why I pulled this video out here for you to watch next. It explains the biological backdoor to the brain. This is the nasal pathway that bypasses the gut entirely. It allows you to deliver clarity straight to the brain in minutes without relying on digestion. You'll see exactly how that mechanism works right here